Nothing But Blue. I really enjoyed this. I think it showed the double-edged sword of surfing in the peace and the joy and the adrenaline that it can bring you when you have to surrender to Mother Nature. You have to surrender to the waves. No matter how prepared you are, no matter how experienced you are, you can't control what the waves are going to do or what is going to happen on any given day. And then the flip side to all of those things is also the risks that come along with that. And that the adrenaline and the love and the peace and the passion is all there, but you also have the very harsh realities of the risk and the danger that can accompany this sport or hobby, whatever kind of level you are taking it to. And I loved that it showed both aspects in like a very real way. It didn't try to kind of gloss over the harder truths and the harder realities of surfing, but also to the people that really love it and that get so much joy and peace out of it, the risks are worth it. You just have to go in knowing what those risks are.
Nothing But Blue. Let's start off here that the cinematography, I mean, the shots that they're able to get here is absolutely stunning. We can really fully invest and believe in his passion for surfing, not only because of how passionately he speaks about it, but because we can see him in the midst of doing it, thanks to the incredible camera work that's done here. I really love having these pieces where we don't just examine someone's passion, but we actually explore kind of the origins of it. That's what's great having his father speak as well. We really get the historical sense of how he became a surfer and why it matters so much to him. And as his father so beautifully puts towards the end, he feels it's his purpose in life. So that's so great because it's something more than surface level. It's really looking deep inside and realizing what these passions do for us and what we do for them.
This documentary, Nothing But Blue, is about surfing, and particularly this surfer's love of the waves and the water, and the thrill was really beautiful. I think the visuals were the best part for me. The shots of the ocean they got and the settings and mountains and everything was so gorgeous, and it really makes you get their perspective. Like, yeah, that's gorgeous, I get it. And I think the way they showed the events of the moment that he got wrecked by the wave, reimagined, was really powerful and a little scary. And I love the way they did it with this like overexposed black and white. It was very artsy and cool to see. And I think also gets the point across that despite how much he loves, or in spite of how much he loves the sport, he isn't going to let the idea of this kind of issue, disaster, fear stop him from loving it, and it maybe even adds to it a little bit. And I think overall the film was really entertaining to watch and did a great job keeping my attention on the love of the sport and the gorgeous landscapes.
Nothing But Blue. Great title. Great life. I wish I grew up riding waves. So I grew up watching film of people riding waves. But anyway, yeah, interesting film. I mean, there's a lot of I've seen a lot of documentaries about surfers, and they always speak about it with such passion. So, and this documentary was no exception into conveying this passion. yeah, there's a lot of incredibly beautiful shots. It moves with rhythm. Great footage as well. I love how rich the material looks. There's a lot of intercuts between the present and the past. I just thought I felt very drawn and very totally immersed in the story of this talented surfer, and it's just perhaps not a huge social message, but it's beautiful to let yourself be immersed in someone else's story. So I guess that's why it was great.